Hi and welcome to One Week at a Time. My name's Brett Burton and today we're going to talk a little bit about marketing and in particular star product. So we've probably all heard the term target marketing and how important it is to have it defined, but I'm not too sure how many people understand the star product concept. So I want to run through that with you today and I'm going to take you through the process of determining what your star product is. Before I do that, not sure if you've ever read anything by Conrad Levinson, but he was the man who coined the phrase guerrilla marketing way back in the 70s. And I just want to briefly boil that down and explain what that's all about. So you can read all of his books, and I suggest you do because there's some terrific information available in there. But if I was to boil down what guerrilla marketing's all about, it's about ensuring that every cent, as small business owners, we don't have the deep pockets like many of the corporates have, where they can go and spend tens of thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars on these big marketing campaigns on TV, radio, blimps in the sky, all sorts of things. So we're going to make sure that every post winner, every dollar we spend's got to return at least $2 to the business in profit. So, and the only way we can do that is by defining what our star product is. That's the one that makes us the most amount of money, the thing that we enjoy doing, the product that we're in less conflict with someone else, less competition with. So we need to sit down and take the time to determine what that product is. And I worked with a client a couple of years ago now. He was I was going to say handyman, but they were a bit bigger than that. They had contractors on board. They also had employees, but when it all said and done, they were a handyman type business and they did a lot of stuff. I remember asking the client, so, what do you do? Who's your target market? And of course he said, well, everyone's my target market. Everyone needs or can use a handyman at some point, which is very true. And that's why we went about the process of determining what their star product was. So let me explain what that's all about. So quite simply, this was their business. When I asked the client, what did he do? He started writing down, or we started writing down all of these things, and it went a lot further than that. But, so paving, painting, building. What sort of building? Oh, we build pergolas, we build this, we build chook pens, we build, so on. Fixing. What do you fix? Well, we fix pergolas, we fix chook pens, we fix doors, we fix windows, we fix. Okay, terrific. Installation, what do you install? What do you clean? So we went through the process of defining everything that this business did. So even in these categories were different categories. In the end, what we determined was building and fixing were the most profitable the product that they had and the thing that their people enjoyed doing the most. So, and that was determined by some testing and measuring. Obviously, we broke down every job that we were doing in these areas and looked at the profitability of each of those jobs. That's something you'll need to do. I'm not going to go into that today though. So in building and fixing, we brought those through and we had a look at some of the building that they were doing and some of the fixing they were doing and different items. And there was one that kept coming through all of the time. And I'm not sure if you know about the Glen Waverley area here in Victoria, but that was an area that all those homes were built roughly at around about the same time back in the 70s. And most of them had a particular guttering and fascia system, which was a pretty silly idea, by the way. And but it's certainly produced a lot of business over the years because they rot. They rot quite quickly, and they are such a mess and such a pain in the butt to be able to replace because there's lots of angles and they're quite heavy boards as well. So most people, when they're asked to quote for these things, will shy away from it. These guys did it quite well. Not great, but they were doing it okay. So, but they made lots of money when they did do it because no one else wanted to do it. So their competition was minimal. There was plenty of this stuff available, and they were set up pretty well to do it. So with a bit of education and training and specialised equipment, these guys got themselves up and going in this one particular area. Now, I'm not saying that they only just did that work. They didn't. They still did everything else. But what they marketed, what they spent that dollar on, was this type of marketing. So once they'd do some fascias in one particular street, they'd again go around that street with their little direct mail letters put them in the letterboxes saying, look, we've just done these down the road here. If you want to go and have a look, fantastic. If you need yours doing, please give us a call on this number. Through that process, this business really started to take off. Very profitable business because they didn't have much competition, and their target market was quite simple. Any homes that were built in the 70s that had this ridiculous fascia and guttering setup. So that was a really simple process, and I tried to make the example today quite simple so you could get the gist of what this is all about. But this is what you need to do to find out, determine what your star product is. Take the time to look at all of the products that you deliver. And it doesn't matter, you could be an accounting business and still be able to do this. You don't need to be a trade business delivering lots of different products. Take your time to go through the process. Once you've determined what your products are, have a look at what you enjoy doing, have a look at what you make the most amount of money on, and through that process you will determine what your star product is, and through that process then you'll be able to determine what your target market is, and that then will help you make lots of money. Okay, a little bit about guerrilla marketing there, just wanted to throw that in there. Probably should have a read of that, but the main exercise that I'd like you to do for this week is go away and determine what your star product is. Hope that makes sense. Once again, give me a call if it doesn't. Come along to one of our marketing workshops if you'd like to know more about this. Be more than happy to help. Have a great week. See you next time. Bye.